We're going to be the loud ones. We're willing to speak out.
I'm not politically correct. If you want the truth, I'll give it to you.
We're going to start having this wine. Maybe we'll show some true colors.
Welcome to Coffee with Gays. I am Adam. We have
Blaine.
And Ryan.
And today our special guest is the one night stand Diane, Ashliegh.
Ashleigh, our brand new lesbian who just recently came out at 32. And a little intro for everybody. We're super excited to have you on the show today. And, Ashleigh and I have been friends for a long time, and I never thought she was lesbian. I know. So today's episode is really about diving into your coming out.
The life of a lesbian.
The life of a lesbian and what you've learned, because you've only been out since March of 2023. So it's been less than a year.
Oh, yeah. So when we met, that was brand new.
And she had a husband too. And she's gone in this year, gone from a divorce, had multiple girlfriends, which I'm sure we'll go through.
Shocker.
A lot of firsts for her. So we're just super interested as a bunch of gays, what you've experienced in your first year as a lesbian. Welcome to the show, Ashleigh.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Where are you from originally?
I'm from Nederland, Texas. It's terrible. It's Beaumont on the line where Louisiana and Texas meet.
Okay, so the east side.
Southeast. Yeah. Shout out to Nederland, I guess.
So not a lot of lesbians in Nederland. Okay.
That's where you grew up until when?
I went to LSU when I was 18. Yeah. Played softball there. Didn't know I was gay.
There are other lesbians on the softball team.
Oh, yeah.
And were they hitting on you?
No.
But didn't you ever look at a female and you're like, ooh, like anything?
I had so many thoughts like that, but it was just like, this is not who I am. Like the first one was when I was 8. And we were playing Suck and Blow. Have you ever played that?
Oh, with the card, right? Yeah.
Wait a minute, what were you sucking? What were you blowing?
Were you do like this?
You pass it.
I can't even. I'm clearly not good at sucking or blowing. Like that, and then you pass it off.
Yeah.
A different kind of suck and blow.
Did you purposely drop the card for a girl?
I didn't, but because I was having a little gay panic and
You actually do that? You drop the card and kiss them?
you accidentally kiss people because you're trying to pass the card.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm going to go to the fucking football team and go play this shit then.
Yeah, it was totally a fun little school game back in the day. So that's when you first
Had thoughts. Yeah.
Because what is it like as a male? We get boners. So
We don't get bonus, but
I know that. But what is the equivalent in a female? That how do you know that you're excited? Is it just tingling in your stomach?
it's like a pulsing situation. Like
With your hoo-ha? Your hoo-ha throbs? Oh my God, the more we know.
Such an enlightening episode already.
Is it true your hoo-ha pulse pumps? It's like boom, 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 boom.
it's like a heartbeat almost, like a.
Wow, I didn't know that either. God, I'm almost 40. How do I not know this?
I didn't know that either because I was like, what do? You don't get a boner, so what do you?
I have to go ask my mom.
Ew!
Ask Cindy. Cindy will tell you. Mona will tell you. Mona will tell you for sure. That's interesting. Okay, so you had a few little palpitations, and that's where you were like, okay. So fast forward, you ended up married. When did you guys get married? You're only 32. You were married for 8 years, right?
I was with him for 12 years and then married for 8. So it was 22, right out of college.
Right out of college. Did you meet in college?
Met in college. He was in a fraternity.
Were you also in a fraternity?
I was such a bro. I was at that fraternity so much that I was in the
And
fraternity.
you didn't feel any signs that you could have been a lesbian.
I just was I'm going to be I'm going to be the perfect daughter because my family was religious and
Expectations.
yeah, well, yeah, it's Texas,
Blame it on the family because they're the ones that are freaking crazy.
The family?
That pushed you into the idea. My parents didn't give a shit. My dad was confused, but
I'm a people pleaser. So I wanted to do the
But was it really your family or was it your expectations that you had for yourself for your family? Because that would be Ryan's and my experience.
It's a little bit of both, I think. Yeah, because I wanted the normal life of getting married, having kids at first, and then figured out I don't think I want kids. And then I was like,
Did you see other friends, or I guess other people in your community that were like living that life that was normal? So that's what you thought was normal in your environment.
like all the girls it would be the Pinterest era. We were doing like their Pinterest wedding. And
Oh, God. Yeah. And going to Nashville and wearing white boots for their stupid bachelorette parties.
You were married.
Did you have any pulsations for women before you got engaged?
Yeah, there was this one time. It's so embarrassing, but I went on Craigslist and it was like women loving women. I clicked on it and then like immediately clicked out and it was like, no, like, oh, this is so bad.
Ryan and I both were in gay chat rooms back in the day.
What the fuck you think I was on Gilligan's Island every year?
I thought you weren't. I didn't think you knew what the internet was.
We had M for M on AOL. That's where I met most of my first friends.
Oh, that was just me then. Me and Adam were. Never mind. So we get it. But we didn't click out.
I clicked out because I was like, oh, this is not right. Yeah.
Were you even around for AOL dial-up?
Yeah, I had a little bit of that.
I kind of forget how much younger it is. Okay, so while you're married, did you have any inklings?
Eventually, after like,
Because where were you living?
we were in Houston and I was traveling and we did this survey. I think this is what kicked everything off. He sent me this survey where we both answer sex questions. And it was like, would you try a threesome? Would you try like 100 questions about sex things? Then it would group them together and tell you what you answered. And so we both said yes to threesomes and things like that. So that's what kicked it off.
What initiated doing the survey, though?
Initiated where we were like, oh, like we both, this is, I don't know, 5-6 years into marriage. And so we were like,
Do you like women? Oh, we both
we did. And then I was like, oh, I think I like women more. And once I figured that out after doing that, he was supportive as in go try it and figure your shit out, but he was not supportive at all.
Hold the fuck on. Hold the fuck on. You mean to tell me you told him, hey, I think that I would like to try something with a woman alone, and he probably literally sat there and said, why the fuck did I send her that goddamn questionnaire?
I don't think he even remembers about that. Like, I think it was like years before I even got the courage to be like, I like women more.
So this is what's interesting between gay men and gay women, because gay women, if you're bi gay, guys don't really look at it and go, holy smokes, like, you're gay, as if, they're like, oh, whatever, it's not bad, who cares? If a gay guy comes to a woman who's your girlfriend and says, hey, I think I want to suck a dick, she's going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Do we agree?
You're gay.
Yeah, you're gay. Yeah. Oh, like she wants to have more threesomes. Yeah.
So did you guys already have a threesome at that point?
Yeah.
Let's get back with that. So you guys decided to have a threesome, brought in another girl. Where did you find this girl?
Ooh, this is juicy.
I think it was like Bumble or some app. I don't know. It was like, it's called a unicorn.
A unicorn?
A unicorn is like a woman that comes into a couple's bedroom, basically.
I'm going to tell you, I think Ashleigh is one of the most informed gay people I know. She comes up with terms I don't even know.
The unicorn is only if it's a woman that comes into a opposite sex.
I think it could be a man too, I guess, but most of the time it's referred to as a woman.
So he probably thought he was like really like just winning.
He's like, yeah, I got 2 vaginas. All right. And the next thing you know, he's like,
were you enjoying that moment more?
I was like, normally it's, the girls start. And so that was the fun part. And then, yeah.
Can you imagine? She's making out with the girl, and literally he comes in and she's like, no, and pushes him like, get out of here.
Is that how did it go? How did it go? Yeah.
I'm like blushing over this situation. I love it. So how long was this into your marriage, by the way?
This was like, I don't know, 6 years maybe.
Oh, wait, let me think like this. Of course a lesbian waits 6 years. Gay man waits 6 weeks. It doesn't. That's the difference.
So like then you just decide to make it like super serious, because I had seen Ashleigh like probably 6 months prior. And in my mind, she was happily married. We were in, I forgot where, we were in like some Caribbean town. And then she was happy and whatever. And then
I hit it well. Yeah.
Yeah, we saw each other again in Bimini. And then she's like, I've got something to tell you. And I was like, yay, what? And she's like, I'm a lesbian. Shocked.
Everybody else I told was like, yeah, it makes sense. Like,
Blaine once in his life was speechless.
The people in this group that we hang out with, we're like, I'm the only gay. We're the gay ones. Like, we're the two gays. There's no other gays.
there's 2 other guys.
Yes, there's 2 other guys.
Is this like your work?
Yeah, it's like a work industry thing that we do in Edmonton. So there's just not a lot of gays. There's a lot of guys and girls, I would say. And
I think I'm the only lesbian.
I think you are the only lesbian that I know so far. There's a maybe, but she's more of like a swinger, so I don't think that's the same. She also tried to get me to sleep with her and my ex-boyfriend. Yeah, so we've dealt with that one before.
Come on, you like it too.
I just never thought of it. I don't know why. I mean, looking at you now, I'm like, yeah, you totally seem like a lesbian.
Did you look like this before?
No.
Did you feel like you're trying to look lesbian, or this is just me becoming me? Like,
It was just me. I hated dresses I wore them because they were like,
Yeah, but I never saw you in a dress, really.
oh, you did?
Did I?
Yeah. I wore dresses all the time. I had heels on in that shit.
heels and a dress?
Yeah.
Pants, a shirt, and shorter hair. And what doesn't make you look like a lesbian now?
You were less masculine back then. I've got to say, everybody says this about me, too. I wasn't as,
Flamboyant? Yeah, we always wonder how a woman thought you were straight, but
I know, but I do think there is something that unlocks a little bit where you get to be your more authentic
it
self.
100% does because you relax. You're now sitting in that seat and you can relax and you don't have to put that front on. Because even I did it before I was out. And I got really scared that I was going to get leaked out towards the end of it when I started to come out because I was living 2 separate lives. And it's one of those things. You just keep that front up. So I can see that.
I was a people pleaser. And then now I'm like, I feel uncomfortable not pleasing me now. That's weird to say. But
What was the moment that you said, I'm going to come out? Because you had a house that you had to sell. I mean, you had like a life, like a real life that you had to like split up. This wasn't like one of Adam's many breakups.
no, we had a house. We had to sell it because we were getting divorced. But the reason I came out, this is, annoying and sad, but whatever. But he blackmailed me into coming out because he was like, if you don't tell your whole family, I'm going to tell them. So literally I was like, fuck you. I'm going to call everybody. I like went down the list and called everybody.
To go ahead and come out to them.
Because he was mad. Yeah.
That's sad.
But had you been with somebody else or like, did you just decide like, I'm just going to live this life?
No, I'm just going to go like fully live how I want to live. Because I was miserable. Knowing that I was gay.
Did you cringe every time you had to ride his dick?
No, I mean.
Because every time I had to put my penis in a vagina, I'd be like, oh God, here we go. Oh, Jesus.
That's what was confusing. It was just like, it was like, everybody talks about how it's not, the women are like, oh, it's not that great. It's not.
But it's also different because we have to look at a vagina.
And then let's be honest, Adam's a big old bottom. It's not like that's cute.
Did you know there's tops and bottoms in lesbian world too?
We're going to come back to that. But in lesbian world, I do know this, that they like to put strap-ons and go to town. Like, that's how they do it. What's the difference between sitting on a real dick or taking it from a
It's
fake
the
dick?
person.
That's a great.
It's the person. Like, it's a man attached to a man or attached to a woman,
Because you're with a woman. She's just using something to please you.
And I bet a woman has like kind of better, like, I don't know, flow. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely going to have way more orgasms.
Ew!
Have y'all ever been to Pilates, the guys?
No!
Ryan, have you done Pilates?
No, but I've heard of it.
Is that like where you like do the swan, like one leg up? And
No, that's yoga. This is like there's a reformer thing and you move your legs and there's just a certain amount of muscles you use that like literally women use differently than men. And there would be these huge buff men in the class. They'd be just as weak as me. And I would be like, ha ha. And there'd be these like women of all different shapes and sizes. And they're just like killing it on these reformer machines. And it's just like something in between the cooter, the hoo-ha. It's like, we're like super weak here.
the Kegels for guys that do the Kegels, like I'm doing them right now. You don't even know it. But
It actually just reminded me to do my Kegels.
but it tightens, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I think it tightens your butt too.
No, but it also helps you with your stamina.
Yes.
So you can ejaculate on demand.
I'm learning too, because, I thought it was just to make.
You didn't know that?
Ryan and Brad are going to be driving another Kegel time. Let's go.
3 times a day, 15. It's just supposed to, yeah.
Squeeze that hole and
Think of it if you're trying to ejaculate without a boner.
No. If you're trying to stop peeing, is what it's supposed to. Yeah. If you're trying to stop peeing. Yeah.
That's the same thing.
So that's that muscle.
It's the same muscle that we use for ours as they're using for the heart pump of their vagina.
Exactly.
Welcome to Sex Ed with a Lesbian.
Can you accidentally come or pee while you're in the middle of doing your Kegel exercises?
No, but it would keep you from coming. And it would keep you from peeing.
Do you get random boners?
I mean, I get boners, but then also one time, it was only one time, but on the leg machine, it was only one time, and it was several years ago.
You came on the leg machine? Stop.
You ejaculated?
The motion, and this just got so excited.
I'm literally wondering how that would happen.
I'm just wondering what you do after it.
Just get crusty. And I'm sure it would start having a nice little aroma too in the gym. But maybe it might actually attract the guys, like those pheromones. So speaking of pheromones, I think this is a good transition. So this is my thing on this interesting situation about your husband. And both Adam and I have been with women. Ryan's a platinum gay, so he's never been with women, so he doesn't understand this topic.
Gold star is if you either been with a woman or came out of a vagina. Platinum is you've never been with a woman, you never came out of a vagina.
C-section.
Yeah, well, you guys could also be platinum.
Gold star is you've just never been with a man.
Because if you really think about it, there's not as many ways to interact with the vagina as there are as a gay man. Yeah. Mine was a C-section, so he's never touched one ever. But Adam and I have, and here's my thought on it. It is less about the look, but I hear you, Adam. I think it's more about the pheromones that exist, the sex pheromones. It is repulsive to me as well, but it's not a bad smell. It's just it's a scent. Yeah. And men have the same thing. Like I said, you get that musky scent.
I don't even like the musky scent of a man. I need a clean man.
He showers 6 times a day.
I want to smell like mint or some nice, wonderful oregano or something.
What if you found the perfect man that was like, I like your musk, don't wear anything?
I would be like, you're fucking weird. You're fucking weird, and this will never work because I shower more. Oh, God.
Tell the guy I need you to sprinkle this oregano in my hole before you eat it.
You should just have little essential oil bottles by your bed and just choose your scent. What?
So, the razor what is it, the lawnmower razor?
Oh, the man trimmer groomer thing?
They have what's called the crop mops, and they smell really good. So if you're running around and you think your balls are going to stink and you're getting ready to go to a hookup, you take the crop mop and you wipe your whole lower half, and it smells amazing.
So you mean to tell me you shower 3 to 6 times a day and you use a crop mop, a whore bath?
But say that my partner and I were going to go throw down real quick, and he was like, let's just do it. I would run in and I would usually pee and then just do a crop mop just so in case of anything smells. So they give you little packs. They're little packs. They're like hand wipes. So you could literally, if you're maybe I'll have a hookup tonight, stick it in your pocket.
Ashleigh, maybe you should do this too.
I carry wipes.
Yeah. Oh my God. She's got a hoe bag. She's got a hoe bag. By the way, we did talk about your fanny packs the other day on our work call. And is that your hoe bag?
Yeah. It's more like a mom bag, though. It's I have a charger tied to go, chapstick, chafing cream.
So you've had some milestones this year. I was there in LA with you. So was Ryan, actually, for your first Pride, which super exciting. And you went to not just one Pride. How many Prides?
4.
4. Which ones did you go to?
LA, Denver. Denver was really fun. Where else did I go? I didn't go to Houston. Somewhere in San Diego? I don't even know. I don't even remember. There was too many. I went to so many parties. I went to random satellite parties too. Yeah. That wasn't the actual Pride. Yeah.
So this year when we were complaining about not doing Pride, she was just all over the country doing Pride, meeting lesbians. And this trip to Dallas, because you're in Dallas now, you met a girl on a date that she met at Denver Pride.
Yeah. We met at a party that was... You probably don't watch The Queer Ultimatum, but it was a Netflix show It was all lesbians.
Nope, surely would not watch that.
And there was 2 of the stars that like showed up at the party. You had to pay, and like I met this girl who was very wasted, but we just made out, and then and then she's from Dallas, so I met up with her. Yeah.
So this is the question I had, and we talked about this for a second. So like, how do you meet girls? Because we have Grindr, Scruff, we have endless dating apps.
We have so much. But yeah, that's the thing, because lesbians, you get the chef. And I had this conversation with my employee the other day, is I really think the food chain of command is literally gay men, then it's women, then it's straight men, and then the lesbians get the shaft of it all.
Okay, but I have a theory. So what's the lesbian app you use?
There's only one that I know of. It's called Her. I hate it. It's like the notifications go wild and I just ignore it.
They're coming after you.
Oh, you should get this. You should pay for this. It's like not real ones.
Oh, not like girls community.
No. But so I like Hinge or Bumble.
I get why this is, though. And if you think about it, there's a reason. It's because I think that you guys you girls, you gals, what do I say gals? You gals, like, you meet a girl and you end up in a relationship so quickly. Yeah, like Hinge's thing is like the app that's meant to be deleted, like that's their slogan, but that's not really true. Guys are players. So when you have men in the mix, I really think there's just a lot of swiping happening there. And then for us gay men, we have Grindr. You could be in a relationship and still hooking up. Yeah. The couples are, the guys themselves are without their partner. So, but then the girls don't do that. You guys get jealous.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't U-Haul though. I know people who U-Haul. Okay, I didn't U-Haul. Okay. I met this girl. There was another girl.
Oh, okay.
It's only been let's define the timeline. It has been 8 months since you came out of
I met her on Hinge, and it was like, I don't know, March, April. And I really liked her. So we like started talking, and I said, hey, I'm like a digital nomad. It's so stupid to say, but I just travel and I'll see you when I'm in Houston. And it ended up being a lot more than what I thought it would be. And then we both were like, we don't want to date. We're just going to be like friends with benefits. But then we stopped talking to everyone else. And it turned into a situationship.
Turned into what?
In between dating and a friends with benefits. Where you're like, you're not saying like we're exclusive.
But it is, but it's not said.
And for example, she was going to a bar with this girl and accidentally invited this other girl that she was dating, right?
It was a group setting, and I invited the other girl. And now this girl, we're just friends. The situationship girl, we're just friends. Trying to not have sex or do anything.
But it was rude. It was rude that she invited the other person.
She got mad at me, and which is fair. It's fair. So I thought it was a group setting.
I think this makes a lot of sense. It's like a friends with benefits, but it's complicated. Yeah. Because you still have those feelings. Yeah.
But why?
Situationship.
Yeah, but all of our situationships usually sink. So why not just lock it down?
Well, I'm learning how to be gay right I want to go date.
Just like have fun. Just wants to like go be out and about.
Oh, I guess it is like driver's ed. You just got to have a couple crashes before you really.
Like I don't even really know my type yet. I'm just like going out there.
Nuh-uh, it's a twink, mask, a bear, or a twunk, an otter. Or...
What are you, Adam?
I'm a jock.
Hick is more like it, but whatever.
So what do you guys have?
Femme, which is feminine, very femme.
Yeah. Or what we would call a lipstick lesbian?
Lipstick, yeah. Masculine, like a mask. I'm definitely a mask. Okay. And there's chapstick, that's both a little bit. There's a lot that I don't know. I'm still learning. Yeah. But there's studs. That's like a mask that's like African American. Yeah.
Really? I've never heard this term either.
I've been called a golden retriever mask before, where I'm just happy and bubbly and I'll do whatever you want.
And your tail's just wagging all day long?
Yeah.
I have to ask the question that everybody's probably dying to know.
Oh, okay.
Do you like just like scissor or something?
I don't even know how that works.
Because Scissor Me Timbers, the whole South Park episodes.
My mom called it screwdriver the other day. On accident. She got mixed up.
But I would think like women would be like super passionate and into pleasing each other because it's just like how women are.
Well, there's no like start and stop to sex. You can, as long as you want.
Ryan, are you a lesbian?
What do you mean there's no start and stop? It's just always just...
Like when you want to stop, like, yeah.
But wait, don't you...
There's no, like, well, yeah, but like you can keep going.
With us, we have to have a break.
There's no break. You don't have to have a break.
Yeah.
You can have 10 each if you want. Yeah.
You can have what?
10 orgasms each if you wanted to.
Just back to back.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I'd be like, I'll see you guys next month. I'm done. I can't.
Yeah, he definitely was like, the gays are irresponsible, so we need to like shut them down. Or guys, period. We need to shut them down so they can go focus on something else, or they'll never leave. Women can actually do something else. Are you looking for a relationship now? Do you see yourself with?
I want to find friends. I think I'm going to settle down eventually, join a softball league, even though it's really stereotypical.
But I went to the lesbian bar last night. Not
I
impressed.
know. It was a bunch of men and straight women.
It's Sue Ellen's?
Yeah, it was very weird.
Why were there straight women at your lesbian bar? Now, see, this is what I'm talking
I'm like assuming, but it's like the women where I'm like, I like look at them and then they like get nervous to look at me and they just like look away.
They're
eventually.
closeted, that's why.
Straight women need to stay out of our bars, and straight men need to stay out of lesbian bars. That's
Well, did you know there's only like 20 lesbian bars in the country? Like total.
We got 20 just here in Dallas. Gay bars.
I really want somebody to open the lounge, though. Lesbian lounge, like a speakeasy where we could be there at 7 p.m. And
You have to watch the South Park that is Lesbos.
because, like, I want to meet a 22-year-old at Sue Ellen's. Like, I want to meet like a 30-year-old.
Would a lesbian lounge have like a scissoring back room, or gay bars? I feel like would totally have a back room.
Oh,
Like a dark room.
Not really
with a back.
as much in the most of the U.S., Europe, and maybe like in New York.
We have
or
what's
like,
called the Eagle, and then the Eagle, they usually have like where you strip down to just your underwear and you go into the back.
in Houston. There's a lesbian bar called Pearl, and it has a patio, and that's where most women go out to kiss. But there's no hooking up. My first date with that girl was like 12 hours long.
Oh, what were you doing? What was the date? Did you go like camping?
I would have had 4 low blood sugars in that entire time.
What do you go out to? Like, we went out to dinner, then we went out to a wine bar, then we went to karaoke, then we like just didn't want. We hung out at her house, and then she was like, "Oh, come over in the morning," and so then I went over in the morning, had breakfast, and like.
How long have your dates been this past week?
You know, like
30 minutes.
2-3 hours.
This is apparently gay too.
What?
Like holding your coffee cup like this.
Oh, that's how I kind of do it too.
Yeah, so like this,
It's like gay and straight.
that's
Or
not
gay
straight,
gay.
and then this is like lesbian because
It's like a 2-finger move.
Oh, I know how to put
Yeah.
2 fingers in a hole.
But it was super fun. It was super fun to film and very enlightening. And we're super proud of you. Welcome.
Yeah, welcome. Your first year.
The first year, and you've done a lot and really embraced it. It's awesome. We're looking forward to see what you do next.
thanks. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming. So, cheers.
Yeah.
Coffee with gays and lesbian. And we're going to go out today
Yeah,
and get crazy.
Thank you.